Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Chadwick. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Unloads it left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Got his man down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Huskers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And it'll be down right there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Pulls it in, it's Lyle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts was.
They've got the screen set up. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nebraska. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Throwing right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's McCoy. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Unloads it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get him nice positive gain.
Makes the grab. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. The give from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Motion from the wideout. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Moore. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Chadwick. Boom. Scrambling away. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt.
Shifting play, playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And the extra point was good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ives. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and that just spread me out, make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion with the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And they've regained the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Chadwick. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
221 wing. 221 wing.
Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33.
Set, ready.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Offense facing.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Hunter. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for space. It's Ives. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Can't meet the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on fourth and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it good? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense in press coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting a run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Rayola. Snagged in the middle, it's on. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, Dave. Brings into the open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 18 over Alabama. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To throw, it's Raiola. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those 1st downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Buying some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nelson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The give to the lone running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got him downfield. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
Hey, it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
That makes the score Miami 28, Nebraska 17.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
it.